Atheism is incoherent.
This points to the rationality of theism and the existence of God.
Atheism, the belief that there is no God or gods, is often presented as a rational and scientifically grounded worldview.
Proponents of atheism frequently argue that it offers a clear and coherent explanation of reality based solely on empirical evidence and naturalistic principles. However, upon closer examination, atheism faces significant philosophical challenges that reveal deep incoherencies within the worldview. In this video, we will explore the various ways in which atheism struggles to provide a consistent and satisfying account of existence, morality, human experience, and the meaning of life. 1. The problem of existence. Why is there something rather than nothing? One of the most fundamental questions in philosophy is, why is there something rather than nothing? Theism provides a coherent answer by positing the existence of a necessary being, God, who is the uncaused cause of everything that exists. God is seen as the ultimate ground of being, whose existence is not contingent but necessary.
Atheism, on the other hand, struggles to provide a satisfactory answer to this question.
If atheism is true and there is no divine being responsible for the creation of the universe, then the existence of the universe becomes an inexplicable brute fact. Atheists might argue that the universe simply exists without reason or cause, but this response is deeply unsatisfying and philosophically inadequate. The idea that the universe could just pop into existence, without any explanation or cause, defies logic and undermines the principle of sufficient reason, which states that everything that exists must have a reason or explanation for its existence.
2. The problem of moral objectivity. Can atheism ground moral values?
One of the greatest challenges to atheism is the problem of grounding objective moral values and duties. If there is no God, then moral values must be derived from naturalistic sources, such as human preferences, societal norms, or evolutionary processes. However, this raises significant questions about the objectivity and binding nature of morality. Under atheism, moral values are often seen as subjective or culturally relative, varying from person to person or society to society. If moral values are nothing more than the product of human evolution or social constructs, then there can be no objective standard by which to judge actions as truly right or wrong. This relativism leads to moral incoherence, as it implies that concepts like justice, human rights, and fairness are ultimately arbitrary. In contrast, theism provides a coherent foundation for objective moral values by grounding them in the character of a perfectly good and just God. Under theism, moral values are not arbitrary but reflect the unchanging nature of God, making them universal and binding.
3. The problem of consciousness. How can atheism account for the mind?
Consciousness and the subjective experience of self-awareness present another significant challenge for atheism. Under a strictly materialistic worldview, consciousness must be explained as a byproduct of physical processes in the brain. However, this explanation falls short of accounting for the richness and immediacy of conscious experience, what philosophers call qualia. If atheism is true, then consciousness is reduced to mere brain activity, leaving no room for the subjective experience that characterizes our mental lives. This reductionism fails to capture the hard problem of consciousness, which questions how and why physical processes in the brain give rise to subjective experiences. Atheism struggles to provide a coherent explanation for this phenomenon, often leading to the view that consciousness is either an illusion or an emergent property that is not fully understood. Theism, on the other hand, posits that consciousness is a fundamental aspect of reality, grounded in the existence of a conscious, divine being. Theism offers a coherent account of consciousness by suggesting that human minds are reflections of the divine mind, created with the capacity for self-awareness and rational thought.
4. The problem of meaning and purpose. Can life have meaning without God?
Another area where atheism faces incoherence is in the question of life's meaning and purpose. If there is no God, then life is the result of random chance and blind natural processes. Under this view, human existence has no intrinsic purpose or value. We are simply the products of evolution, living in a universe that is indifferent to our existence. Many atheists attempt to construct meaning and purpose through personal or societal goals, but these are ultimately subjective and temporary. Without a transcendent source of meaning, any sense of purpose is contingent on individual preferences or cultural contexts, leading to existential nihilism, the belief that life has no inherent meaning or value. In contrast, theism provides a coherent and satisfying account of meaning and purpose by positing that life is created by a purposeful God who has imbued existence with meaning. Under theism, human beings are seen as having intrinsic value and purpose, grounded in their relationship with the divine and their role in the divine plan.
5. The problem of rationality. Can atheism account for reason? Atheism also struggles with the problem of rationality.
If human minds are the product of random evolutionary processes, then our cognitive faculties are designed primarily for survival, not for discovering truth. This raises questions about the reliability of human reason and whether we can trust our cognitive faculties to lead us to true beliefs. If atheism is true, and our minds are the result of unguided, naturalistic processes, then there is no reason to trust that our reasoning abilities are reliable. This leads to a form of epistemological skepticism, where we cannot be certain of the truth of any of our beliefs, including the belief in atheism itself. Theism, however, provides a coherent account of rationality by positing that human beings are created in the image of a rational God. Under this view, our cognitive faculties are designed to discover truth and understand the world, reflecting the rational nature of the divine. This provides a solid foundation for trusting our reasoning abilities and the pursuit of knowledge.
Conclusion.
Atheism, despite its claims to rationality and scientific grounding, faces significant philosophical challenges that reveal deep incoherencies within the worldview. From the problem of existence and moral objectivity to the issues of consciousness, meaning, and rationality, atheism struggles to provide a coherent and satisfying account of reality. In contrast, theism offers a coherent and comprehensive worldview that addresses these fundamental questions in a consistent and intellectually satisfying manner. Theism posits a necessary, rational, and purposeful God who grounds the existence of the universe, the objectivity of moral values, the reality of consciousness, the meaning of life, and the reliability of reason. Ultimately, the coherence of theism stands in stark contrast to the incoherence of atheism, providing a robust and compelling explanation of the world and our place in it. This points to the rationality of theism and the existence of God. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe, and comment below if you agree, or would like to add your thoughts.